We're live on YouTube. Woohoo.
Okay, everybody, let me do this to my screen. Hello, 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 everyone. Put down your phone, Ilonka. We are here. We are much more interesting than the person on the phone. I hope she listens. Okay. Okay, everybody. We have started. We have started. Welcome, welcome. So we are streaming. If you don't want to be seen or heard on YouTube, just switch on the device and just keep listening to us. Welcome. Welcome to number 122. What will 2023 look like together? That's the topic of today. And I need to compliment you all. You have been with us a whole year. So you are the WWJ diehards of this community. Love you, love you, love you. And you did that because you kept on failing forward. We did it together. And there was no other way than to do it together. Thank you for that. I hope you love this movement, this mindset, and I hope you love getting up again and again. So today, what might our 2023 together look like? Now, let me stop this screen and see your lovely faces again. 2023 will be a new year. And we in the crew and also with our friends here in the community have been asking ourselves, what will it look like? What will be attracting us to come back to the community again? And what will be our, hi Ilona, carrot. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. What will be the carrot that makes you come back to this community? Might be different for us, might be different for you, might be different for me. So for me, I have been thinking about it. For me, I come back for the friendships. I come back for the friends that I have made in this community. So these are my carrots. And why not hear Mim? What is your carrot? For who or what do you come back in 2023?
Community.
And you, Serena?
For me, it's the fun people and the great sessions.
Oh, thank you. Colin?
Yeah, for me, definitely community and the people, and also a deeper curiosity for how and if people are utilizing and applying some of the learning, some of the tools, some of the methodologies that they have encountered in these jams. That would be interesting for me to know more about.
Thank you for sharing. A lot of carrots today, eh? So we are going to find out about your carrots. And how are we going to do that? We have a small program, and Colin will start taking us through a sensing journey. Of course, there will be some chit and chat. We also use breakout rooms. We use the Miro board. There's more chit and chat. While chatting, we extract meanings for 2023. And at the end, so do stay at the end, we will have a present for you. Yay! All right. All set? No questions? Let me check. Let me take you back to 2023. Hold on. And let me open up something for you. I share my screen. I take you back to 2023.
2022.
Oh, sorry. Come back.
Back to the future.
Back to the future.
Don't go away. Don't you dare. Come back, please. Okay, ready? I'm going to show the clip.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so Colin, please, I hand the session to you.
Cool, great. Hi, everyone. So I'm going to invite you now in a moment to just go into a very quick, simple sensing process. Before we start rationalizing and talking and sharing, let's see if we can take a dip into the memory jam pool, sort of journey into our memory banks and sniff out some stories from our experience in the jam. Maybe dust off the memory archives and reminisce about the past just a little. And so I invite you to get comfortable, shake your body. You can stand if you want, you can sit. This will be 5 minutes. Take a few deep breaths. Find a comfortable position with your feet nicely on the ground. Good stretch there if you want, Vibke, lovely. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. And on the next exhale, take a deep breath in. I invite you to close your eyes if you want to. You keep them open, that's up to you. Our bodies, our sensory experience is the vehicle that keeps us present, connected to the moment, to right now. But our minds and our imagination are a vehicle that can take us into the past, into the future, and transcend space and time. So with your eyes closed, just bring your awareness to your breath, your natural, normal breath as you breathe every day. Just notice the in-breath and the out-breath. And as you breathe normally, just bring your awareness to your feet. Bring awareness to the sensation of your feet on the ground or on a chair, wherever they are. Just simply take your awareness to a pinpoint, one prick point on any one of your feet. And just accentuate that for a moment. Without any judgment, without any needing to change anything, just bring awareness to what is. Now bring awareness to the sensation of weight. Your feet have weight. Gravity is pulling you down onto the ground. Maybe be curious. Notice something that you weren't aware of before. Now for a moment, bring your awareness to the top of your head. See if you can notice any sensation that you didn't notice a moment ago, the top of your head. And just kind of rest on the top of your head. And now from there, allow yourself to be like jelly. And you're resting on the top of your head. Your awareness is like jelly, and it just begins to melt. And it begins to creep into these cracks in your head, into the hair follicles, and seeps into your brain. Just play with that. And now as you enter into your brain, your imagination takes hold. And imagine that you are sitting with a photo album of sorts, any kind of photo album. And in this album is an archive full of images and artifacts and memories of Wednesday Web Jam. Any of the jams that you participated in, all of them, maybe just one of them, it doesn't matter. And you start flipping through this photo album. Remember to keep connected to your breath, flipping through this photo album, and your memory takes you back to the very first jam that you participated in. Right. At that very first jam, remember, where were you in the world? Where were you when you participated in the very first Wednesday Web Jam? Notice the room or the surrounding that you were in. Do you remember how you were feeling? Were you excited? Were you curious? Were you perhaps nervous? Were you sad? Just try to tap into that memory. Do you remember how you felt during the jam or after the jam? And just allow these memories to just flicker, flutter. You don't have to hold on to them too much. Did you meet anyone during the first jam? If you could give your very first jam a color, what color would it be? If you could give your very first jam a sound, in your mind's eye, what sound would it make? Does that sound make you smile? Does it make you curious? And now imagine that you are flipping through this photo album, this archive of memories of the jam, and just begin to flip through them in any way that you want in your mind's eye. And begin to become aware of a flickering sensation, little spotlights, highlights of any of the jams that you participated in. And don't hold on to anything too long or too hard. Just allow these moments to flicker. Notice them, enjoy them, let them dissipate again. Flip your way into the future, flip your way back into the past. Become aware of the people that you notice as you flick your way through this memory. Who was there? Who did you notice? What were they doing? Are there any words or phrases or expressions that come up, that rise to the surface in your memory right now? If you need to put more fuel into your imagination, take a deep breath and exhale. And as you exhale, you begin to flicker more quickly, more deliberately through this archive. Keep journeying through the archive of memories. Don't hold on too hard. Don't try too hard. It's perfectly okay. Are there any jams in particular that evoked a strong emotion for you? Were there any jams that left you feeling with a strong sense of whatever it might be, hope or excitement, or maybe it left you feeling quite depressed or concerned? I keep flickering one more time through this memory archive, not holding on too hard. And if you could think of one word, simply one word, that in some way captures a moment or the essence of your experience of being in the jam, allow that word to just arise. You can allow more words to arise, but just let one word sort of befriend with you. And that word is sitting in front of you in your archive. And you can just grab hold of it in your mind's eye somehow. Just grab it, hold it, and put it in your pocket. Put it in your mouth if you want. Throw it in the air. Just in some way encounter that word. Beautiful. And now bring your awareness again to your hands. Just to your hands. And very gently begin to rub your fingers together. Notice the sensation, the texture. Are they rough, smooth? Bring your awareness to your feet. And as you gently open your eyes, take a moment, take 30 seconds just to encounter your colleagues, your friends, your fellow jammers in the gallery. Just take 30 seconds to look around. And so in a moment, we're going to send you off into a breakout room for 5 minutes max. 2 or 3 people in a room. And the objective here is to bridge into the next exercise. Just to simply discuss, share, explore what you discovered in this little journey. If nothing came up for you, that's okay too. Just keep the conversation light and exploratory and you know, riff off each other. What did you discover? What did you explore? What did you see? What did you notice? And then we'll come back together in plenary and move on to the next session.
Okay. I have created breakout rooms. There will be 2 or 3 of you together. And keep it light, keep it simple. I send you off and get you back in 5 minutes.
Off they go.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see where Jane went to. Jane can go to room 2. Yeah, I switch on the clock.
Hey,
Yay. Okay, Colin,
that
This
was
was-
amazing.
this was the first time that I was able to follow in the journey while also doing the controls. Usually I'm like, that I want to be. Hi, Stephen. Hi.
Oh, hi. I was the only person in my breakout room, so I came back.
Okay. All right. You know what, Stephen? Would you like to join us here? Actually, yeah, why don't you join us here and
Okay.
share what you felt, what came up, and we'll be silent and listen.
I remember that I joined in to one of these, but I remember coming in at like the last 10 or 15 minutes. And I remember that it was sometime in the spring because I remember I was sitting in my apartment in New York and it was sunny and I was in the middle of doing work, but I saw that the meeting was happening. So I hopped over. And right now it's winter time and I'm down in Atlanta. So change of scenery, but it was nice to remember. I was like, oh, that's where I heard about this.
I remember that moment actually because I admitted you in. I remember that session. I don't remember the session. Actually, do you remember which session you came? It's
I-
been a while.
Yeah, it was a while.
But I remember I invited you to stay with us and just join us in the backstage, and I believe you did for a bit. So yeah, I think hopefully we were able to share the magic with you.
Yeah,
even
thank
if
you.
it's a short time.
For me, when the video was going on and then I saw the collage, I remember right now I saw the date, 19 Jan, which was of Claudia. That was my first Wednesday web jam session. And now it's just exactly 1 year. And I was eating because generally in India it's dinner time. So I was eating with my mom. I was like, okay, it will be a normal session. I just listened, close my camera off. And Mim called my name. And I was like, oh. And food is in my mouth. And Mim was calling my name. I was like, oh.
I did?
Yes, you did. And then you sent us to breakout rooms. And again, in breakout rooms, because it was small, everyone turned on their cameras and everyone was talking. And I was like, oh, now I have to be in there. So I have to wash my hands and I'll finish my lunch, dinner later.
I'm so glad you turned on your camera and spoke to us.
Stephen, some of the community members have changed their dinner time for us. And the first time, actually, I know 2 persons did. And when I found out about it, I thought it was so, impressive, and it moved my heart so much. Like, oh, how is it possible that a person changes his or her pattern just to be with us? And mind you, it was not about one person. The person made the family change the dinner time.
Wow.
And yeah, I don't know how to express, but every time when I think of this example, I think, gee, what's this kind of magic? How's it possible that people do this for each other? And perhaps I would do it for somebody else, but I simply can't imagine somebody else would be doing that for us. I don't know. It's still, difficult. I am going to broadcast that I'm going to close the rooms.
Is there anything you'd like to share, Yin?
Me?
Mm.
Well, first I close the rooms. Yeah.
You got 60 seconds.
When I think back of my very first time attending the jam, perhaps I was at that moment a guest, so a lot of pressure. When you think of nowadays to make a jam, what we do, and back then 2 years ago, it would be like 3 days, collaborating with people to make 90 minutes of a jam. So much to explore and find out and share and do and feel and do it again. And yeah, there was simply so much of that kind of stuff. And when I think back of it, it seems like ages ago, really long time ago. Yeah.
2 years felt like 20 years.
20, easily. Yeah. Okay. Hi. All right. Let's see if Colin's mic is on.
Colin's mic is on.
Yay.
And is everyone back? I've just shifted to my phone. Okay, wonderful. So we're going to send you all off now into the Miro board in a second, and Yunyan will explain that a bit more. But maybe we could just share, maybe one or two people could just share one or two things that emerged in that conversation. It would just be fun to hear one or two things. Something that you really would love to share, something that you're surprised to remember. Oh, wait. Horia, look like
maybe.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Go on.
I want to hand
Ewan.
over to Horia because he gave such a wonderful word to me in our meetup. So Horia, please, it's yours.
Thank you, Jeroen. Actually, Colin, you incited me, and I suppose the rest of us, to condense the Wednesday Web Jam into one word. And the first word which came into my mind and my soul in the same time was family. And a couple of seconds later, it came joy. So this is how I feel about Wednesday.
That's
Web
lovely,
Jam.
Horia.
Yeah.
And Horia, you always bring such a beautiful, warm energy into the jams, and I always appreciate you.
Like each of us. So I mean, yeah, nobody is perfect,
I used to be conceited, but now I'm perfect. Is there anyone else that would like to share?
Colin, that was maybe for you. Horia was saying nobody's perfect. He was trying to tell you to learn to accept yourself.
Yeah, or I'm nobody,
So.
I said friendship.
Friendship.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think of cake when I think of you, Danny.
Yes. Yes.
Jeroen, you were going to say something. Please share.
I will.
Because I was together with Horia in the breakout. I really wanted to give him the opportunity to share. That's why. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Well, great. Is there anyone else who'd like to share?
Sure.
Can I
am.
Oh,
Please go ahead. Nim. No, all yours.
Oh, I just wanted to make a comment. Anupa said Deepshika said she binge watch us.
Yeah, I thought it was only Netflix that got this, but it's nice to see that, people find us so engaging and, insightful.
Lovely. Yeah. Hi, guys. So I'm Yash. I'm from. It's like 12:30 right now in Singapore. But I try and make it as many times as I can. If I can stay awake, then I make it. So I haven't been, into all of these sessions personally, but I've been there and binge watched. So as Anu said, so that's one. And I was with Ilona, and we were having a good conversation about this, and she came up with wonderful words about how she feels, and she feels safe and brave to try stuff out. And I found it quite a novel experience in terms of we don't have any rules and charters and manifestos, but we still have some sort of an ambience going on where we can, there is no fear of having to be perfect, but we're talking about our progress. We're not trying to show our influence, but we're trying to learn how to be impactful. I think there's more about how we can contribute and not be competitive. So I think that whole brings out different kinds of when you're not just all the time like that, then you can maybe shake your hands and you can shake each other's hands and maybe hug each other. So I think that's, I would say, my attempt at trying to explain what we go through. Yeah.
Lovely. Thanks for sharing it, Yash.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you all.
So that was dipping into the past and the memories, and now we're back into the present. And I guess you want to go back to the future a little bit. And Wednesday Web Jam has gone through many iterations, incremental iterations, and there's a lot of work that's been going on behind the scenes. I only joined the crew very late, but there's certainly been a lot of work going in from the beginning, and a lot of thought and a lot of sensing, a lot of intention, and really a lot of energy and effort. And without the community, without you all, the jam wouldn't exist, of course. And so what we want to do now is to gather some information from you, gather some data, gather some insights, gather some of your dreams, your desires. How can the Wednesday Web Jam be of value for you in the future going forward? Next year is the 3-year anniversary coming up in March, I think. And it's quite a momentous occasion. And 3 years already, can you believe it? And so I'm going to hand you over to Yun Yen, and we are going to continue with a process that Yun Yen has put together. And we really want to get some honest, sincere feedback, some thoughts from you to help us iterate this jam and move it forward into a way that can be of value for the community, and so that it can grow from strength to strength and become something that really has and continues to have an important place in your life, that can support the work you do and continue to foster and nurture really amazing connections between people. Put your hand up if you feel you've made friends during your engagement as a web jammer.
Or pick up your carrot.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Hoya has a carrot too.
Okay.
Strange carrot.
All right. So thank you, Colin. And well, this session was put together not only by me, but I had 3 great friends who all also just jumped in with their great ideas and ditching stuff and adding stuff. So credits for them too, of course. I've got 4 breakout rooms ready. 1 for Colin, 1 for Mim, 1 for Serena, 1 for myself. So there won't be one in the plenary, Colin. You will also have a breakout room. I have divided you over the 4 of us, and you need a Miro link. Mim or Serena, please put the Miro link in the chat so you can find the place where we are. I'm going to ask Wiebke to be in the room and read the instructions and do a 1 minute with the guests in the breakout room, so I can check if the breakout rooms and the guests are all organized neatly, and then I come to the breakout room as well. Okay, yeah? So the link, let me check, is the link in the chat? Yep, I open the rooms. We are going to work for about 18 minutes. 18 minutes, there you go. Okay. And I am here checking if everybody has a room. Yeah.
I'm going to go to my room. Bye.
Yes, you can go to your room. Danny is still with us, but perhaps not. Yep. Danny, you are flying away and yeah. Okay.
So I dropped out.
No problem. You okay to get into
Yep.
your room?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
yourself?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm on a phone. Can you send me there? Sorry.
Yeah, I try to. Yeah, will do.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, welcome back, Stephen. You are quick.
I saw the button.
Out of your room.
Self-ejected.
The others are coming back. Yeah. Okay. Welcome back. Okay. Hello, good to see you again.
Hello, we are back.
Yes,
Yay!
here you are.
It's not enough time.
No, I realized it myself this time. Usually I think, king of the time, but it was a bit shorter this time. Okay. Let me see. Is Colin somewhere? I don't see him yet. That's no problem. Well, Sorina? Yeah, you do so, but I don't know. Okay, Sorina, can you lead the conversation for 2 minutes, and I'm going to prepare other stuff?
Definitely. Should I share? I think it was quite interesting. In our group, we had Danny, we had Danny, we had Peter, and we had someone who joined for the first time, and he was sharing what he would expect. We had Toga. It's his first WWJ session.
And it was myself.
So one thing that was heard maximum is how we can know people beyond what we see them doing on the screens. Like, we always come together and do some task, but we don't know anything about the person beyond. So I think Peter suggested, or Horia suggested, that what if we make a WhatsApp group where everyone comes together and shares about or puts a baby project forward and proposes something. So if I need help and I know, okay, Mimp is a graphic designer and I need help, so I just reach out to Mimp easily. And he was also mentioning about for the session for our 3-year anniversary, Horia suggested, like, let's make it like a real party. And what if we everyone meet together in Amsterdam? So it was also an idea from him, like, I want to meet everyone physically. So
very
that's
nice.
one thing they mentioned.
Okay. Thank you, Sorina. Thank you.
You mean they have a big house?
Yeah. Somebody has a big house.
Somebody.
Okay. Because of the time, we will continue our conversation in the backstage. Because of the time, I'm going to open up the next activity, which is again on the Miro board. We have designed a card for you. And because we wanted to make cards for all of us and dropping in your wishes or your dreams for 2023. And when you're on the Miro board, I bring you to me so you can't get lost. And you see the example that Sorina has made on the left-hand side. There are some pictures and stickers you can use. And I'm not so sure if Colin has some beautiful music. Let's do that for 2 minutes. We will run over time this time, guys.
We're doing what? What are we doing?
We are making cards for each other. So you can, if you look at the example of Swarina, I'm going to share my screen with you. She has written something beautifully for the community. And feel free to use 2 minutes to make a card that we can post, send to the others who are not with us at this moment. So take a look. We've got stickers on the right-hand side. And there's a text block you can use. And if you have lovely pictures that you want to put in the card, just upload them from your computer now. Okay. Yeah, let's try to do so for 2 minutes. All right.
What should we do? I don't understand.
Yes. Again, on the Miro board, Ilona.
Yes.
If you move to the right-hand side, and let me see if I can bring you to me this time. You can follow me. There's you can see my icon on the right-hand top corner, and if you follow me, then you come at the same space as where I am. And you will see an example of a holiday card. And we make cards for each other. We write a nice text or a direct text, any text you want. And you can decorate your card with stickers or any pictures that you have. So you can choose a spot on the board. You can choose a spot on the board and take that card and just start crafting. And you can see the other cards being produced. Okay. So we are really coming to the top of the hour, and I thought to have a really intimate, cozy, slow going, but also fast moving session. This is the first time I know that I run out of time, making me feel bad about it. Oh my golly. Well, I will apologize more in the backstage. So let me share with you, first of all, the end slides. Shall I do that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, do you have your carrot ready? Okay, this is the team behind the jam. These are these lovely people who spend their time making the jam happen, and we love them dearly. So 2023, I hope to see you then again, and perhaps we have to leave, perhaps you stay with us, Nevertheless, we do have a present, and we throw that in the chat for you. And the present is, I need to take off my glasses, and together with my team, we offer you this bunny man. So, having a carrot for next year. You know what will, for what reason you come back. I know too. Hope to see you back in 2023. Talking and eating is really no go online. Peter, what did you do? All right. So let's switch off the YouTube and go back into the backstage and continue our conversation about 2023.
For the last time of 2023, goodbye to YouTube. Sorry, 2022.